What's up guys, aarava here, and welcome back to a brand new video today, and welcome to your very first look at F1 2020 with the first bit of gameplay here today from the ZANDVOORT circuit. Codemasters dropping a small little teaser of the game, obviously work in progress. Let's play and see my first time reaction of an onboard, I think of a Red Bull, obviously, with Max Verstappen at his home Grand Prix, going around ZANDVOORT, the new ZANDVOORT in F1 2020. Let's hit it. Circuit's looking lovely as ever. That's the track guide. Obviously in the style of the game and in real life, of course. We're not going to see this in real life this year. It's a bit of a shame in terms of this intro screen in real life. But there it is. And the banking. That looks sweet. That banking's epic. Throaty sound of the Honda engine, lovely. Obviously, this is the FOM chassis, remember, or with a Red Bull skin. So this is not the actual Red Bull modeled in the game. This is the generic 2020 FOM car with the Red Bull skin over it. But obviously, I'm not shocked at the entire circuit looking so pretty. Obviously, graphically, similar to F1 2019, I would say. Not a massive leap like we saw in 2018 to 2019. But I think to be expected since it's the last game of this generation of consoles. So it's pretty similar in terms of that kind of look and feel to F1 2019. But the circuit itself, obviously I've driven it on a Assetto Corsa, and this looks, well, like what I drove on a Assetto Corsa. Nice and flowing, very aggressive, but here we come through the new section. Look at that. Oh, this would have been crazy in real life. Look at the grandstands. It would have been insane in real life. And then the banking. This is it. The new banking coming up. Insane. That looks so sick. So good. And that is it. That is the lap of the brand new ZANDVOORT circuit on F1 2020, obviously coming out in July. I've done 3 videos so far on it, of course, 2 with the details of my team, the creator team career mode, and then, of course, the kind of first initial reaction here. But let's just go through and wind through. Of course, so first of all, ZANDVOORT, obviously, it's a shame we're not going to get it in real life this season, because I think they said they can't run it, or I think it might be scheduled for later. I don't know, but we still don't know for sure. So right now, as it stands, we're not going to see it anytime soon. Obviously, the Dutch GP is going to be this weekend, so that's why they've done this video, I'm guessing, in terms of the timing of it all. But let's go through here. Now, like I said, it's the FOM car, so that's the generic car that FIA, F1, and Codemasters have made to meet the 2020 regulations with the Red Bull livery slapped on top of it there. Let's just go back here and just listen through and kind of, bump the volume up, see if I can hear any differences, any kind of improvements, maybe on the Honda engine, perhaps. Okay, so we've got a little bit less of that kind of crackle and kind of, almost like the engine's being kind of tortured in a way through the corners. I guess to mimic real life, I think going to testing, the Red Bull definitely did sound, and the Honda engines in general have sounded a bit smoother, even more so. They've sounded smoother and smoother every year, so it makes sense for the engine sound to be a bit smoother on the game as well. In terms of, obviously, this is onboard, so you can clearly see it's the FOM car with the kind of generic wheel, but in terms of the actual circuit itself, it's got the original banking in the corner. And then you've got all the fine details on the right. I mean, look at that on the right-hand side there. You've got the kind of paddock area. Looking like, obviously, these are the details you don't get on like a Assetto Corsa and whatnot that you can only get. And then that elevation change, turn through. This is obviously, I think this part also has been redone, has it not? In real life as well for F1. And then there, little oversteer moment there. I think he hit whoever's driving this, the AI or whatever, whoever's done it, maybe David Greco, the handling guy. Little graze on the grass there, so it kicks the rear end out a little bit. You can see that snap little adjustment there. So we can't really tell too much from the handling there, but obviously on F1 2019 at high speed, it was a little bit iffy here and there on the handling side of things. But to be honest, that is mainly all you can take with it. And then just like I said, graphically, it is very similar to F1 2019 because obviously there's not going to be a massive step up. I wouldn't think so. Because it's the last gen. This part of the circuit, crazy. Look at that. That is Lovely, lovely. And then I really wish they stayed fully on board like this. Instead, I mean, you get the kind of sense here, on board here, but a nice T-cam shot of it would have been kind of nice through the banking there. Obviously, that's going to be mental with AI. I can't imagine going side by side 3 wide with AI, because you can imagine in real life that probably won't happen, but in the game, going 3 wide with the AI probably will be a possibility on this banking, and when that happens, it's going to be pretty damn mental, I think. But that is then the very short and sweet gameplay of F1 2020 from Zandvoort with the Red Bull car. Obviously, the FOM with the Red Bull livery. But guys, if you did enjoy that, then be sure to smash the like button. Let me know what you thought of that gameplay. What you make of it? Do you like the look of Zandvoort? Obviously, excited to play it on the game as well as Hanoi. Let me know. If you're new around here, then do get subscribed for weekly full-on content and more F1 2020 gameplay when it comes out and when I can get my hands on some. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the day. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.